What if one country controls the currency the entire world depends on? What if global trade, oil, and even economic stability revolve around a single system? The US dollar is not just money, it is power. And that power shapes the modern world. The dollar dominates global finance in ways most people never notice. It is used in trade, stored in reserves, and trusted across borders. This influence did not happen by accident. It was built over decades of economic strategy. After World War II, the global financial system was redesigned. The United States emerged as the strongest economy. Its currency became the foundation of international trade. That decision changed the course of history. The Bretton Woods Agreement formalized the dollar's dominance. Countries agreed to tie their currencies to the dollar. The dollar itself was linked to gold. This created stability and trust in the system. Even after the gold standard ended, the dollar remained dominant. Countries continued using it for trade and reserves. This showed that trust in the system was stronger than gold itself. The dollar had become indispensable. One key reason for this dominance is oil. Most global oil transactions are priced in dollars. This system is often called the petrodollar. It ensures constant demand for the US currency. Every country needs energy, and energy requires dollars. This forces nations to hold dollar reserves. It also strengthens America's financial influence. The system reinforces itself over time. The US dollar is also the primary reserve currency. Central banks around the world hold it. It provides stability during economic uncertainty. This makes it the safest option for many nations. Global trade relies heavily on dollar transactions. Even when two countries trade with each other, they often use dollars. This connects global commerce to the US financial system. It creates a powerful network effect. Banks play a major role in the system. International transactions often pass through US financial institutions. This gives American regulators significant oversight. It also increases control over global finance. The SWIFT system connects banks worldwide. While it is international, it is heavily influenced by Western powers. Access to this system is crucial for global trade. Losing access can cripple an economy. This is where sanctions become powerful. The United States can restrict access to financial systems. Countries cut off from dollar networks face severe consequences. This turns currency into a weapon. The strength of the dollar also comes from trust. Investors believe in the stability of the US economy. They trust its institutions and financial markets. This confidence supports global demand. American financial markets are among the largest in the world. They offer liquidity, security, and transparency. Investors from around the globe participate in them. This strengthens the dollar's position. The US government also plays a role. Its policies influence global economic trends. Decisions made in Washington can affect markets worldwide. This extends the reach of the dollar. Another factor is military and political influence. Global stability often depends on US leadership. This reinforces confidence in its currency. Power and trust go hand in hand. However, this dominance is not without challenges. Some countries are seeking alternatives. They want to reduce dependence on the dollar. This has led to new financial strategies. China is one of the biggest challengers. It is promoting the use of its currency, the yuan. It is also building alternative financial systems. This represents a long-term strategy. Russia has also moved away from the dollar. It has increased trade in other currencies. This reduces exposure to sanctions. It shows how geopolitics influences finance. The BRICS nations are discussing new systems. They aim to create alternatives to the dollar. These efforts are still developing, but they signal a shift in global thinking. Digital currencies are another emerging factor. Central banks are exploring digital money. These technologies could reshape financial systems. They may challenge traditional structures. Cryptocurrencies have also entered the conversation. They operate outside traditional banking systems. Some see them as alternatives to fiat currencies. However, their volatility limits widespread adoption. Despite these challenges, the dollar remains dominant. Its network is too large to replace quickly. Switching systems would require massive global coordination. That makes change difficult. The inertia of the current system is powerful. Countries are deeply integrated into it. Businesses rely on it for daily operations. This creates resistance to change. The dollar also benefits from global crises. During uncertainty, investors move toward safe assets. U.S. Treasury bonds are considered among the safest. This increases demand for dollars. Economic shocks often strengthen the dollar. This may seem counterintuitive, but it reflects global confidence in the system. Stability attracts capital. The U.S. also controls key financial infrastructure. Payment systems, clearing networks, and regulatory frameworks are centralized. This creates structural advantages. It is difficult for competitors to match. Trade agreements also support the dollar. Many international deals are structured around it. This reinforces its role in global commerce. It becomes the default choice. Corporate influence is another factor. Multinational companies operate in dollars. Their global operations depend on it. This strengthens its position in business. Technology companies also rely on dollar systems. Digital payments and platforms often use it. This extends its reach into the digital economy. The influence continues to grow. However, overuse of financial power carries risks. Sanctions and restrictions may push countries away. They may accelerate the search for alternatives. This could weaken long-term dominance. The balance between power and trust is critical. Too much control can reduce confidence. Too little control weakens influence. Managing this balance is key. Global alliances also play a role. Partnerships reinforce financial systems. Cooperation supports stability. Conflict can disrupt it. The future of the dollar depends on multiple factors. Economic strength, policy decisions, and global trends all matter. No single factor determines dominance. It is a complex system. Some experts believe the dollar will remain dominant for decades. Others predict gradual decline. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Change will be slow but significant. The world is becoming more multipolar. Power is shifting across regions. New systems may emerge alongside the dollar. This creates a more complex financial landscape. Yet for now, the dollar still rules the world. It remains central to trade, finance, and reserves. Its influence is unmatched. That reality defines global economics. Understanding the dollar means understanding power. It reveals how money shapes global decisions. It explains why certain countries hold more influence. And it shows how systems control outcomes. If you want to understand how the world really works, you must understand money. And if you understand money, you understand power. This is just the beginning of that journey. The system is bigger than it appears. Make sure to subscribe for more deep documentaries on geopolitics, economics, and global power. Share this video with others who want to see the bigger picture. Because the more you understand the system, the less it controls you.